Hello, hello. This is Coach Anjalon Winbush, and I am coming on to talk about setting intentions. So I'm waiting for people to come into the room or stop by. They can do a little drive by, a little drive through. Come on in the room. Let us know what's up. And if you have set your vision board together for 2026. What I currently have up on the screen right now is actually a visual of resolutions versus intentions and just explaining what that is, because I know at the end of course in December we get a lot of people asking, and early January asking, what are your New Year's resolutions? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Well, the resolutions, I mean, I've always kind of been like, yeah, I got New Year's resolutions or goals or whatever. But the resolutions, as I looked more into it, actually starting last year, I started being like, you know what, I'm going to be more intentional. I don't want the resolution part, because when I looked it up, it just said like the resolution is a set goal to achieve for the calendar year. So it's kind of like a little restrictive, and it comes with some self-judgment, because if you don't actually meet that goal, or you're not happy with the way things turned out, then you kind of end up not being happy with your life. You're like, things aren't working out for me and it's not in the right direction. And then you have intentions, which is what I thrive off of in the life coaching business that I run. Is just all about intentions. We just setting intentions. We looking at our body sensations, like how do we want our body to feel, whether it be physically or just internally, whatever. Just how do we want our body to feel? What do we want to notice? And emotions for E, what emotions do we want to feel? What emotions do we need to address? What emotions are we trying to heal from? And then T is our thoughts. What are we intentionally trying to think, and how do we want our mindset to guide us and support us, and what perspective do we want to take? So, and it just encompasses so much more. So the intentions are a mental state that you set actions to achieve, such as I intend to find happiness no matter what this year. It brings self compassion into the situation versus self judgment. So let me see. Starting there, and then, like I said, the setting intentions part is just how do you want your body to feel? How do you want to feel in your body? And I know as I've gotten older, I've paid more attention to my body, your different senses, like the things that I see, my vision, the clarity in my vision, the um, way that like physically feel. Like, do I feel sluggish? Do I feel tired? Are my joints achy? Just things like that. And then making systems and plans and goals at, well, how can I alleviate that, or how can I address that, whether that be exercise or walking more, or joining a dance class, or doing more at home, or doing yoga or stretching more. Like, that's what I mean by just being more in tune to your body and your different senses, like your hearing, the things you're listening to, the things that you allow in, the the taste, the food that you're putting into your mouth, the things that you're putting into your body, whether it be a foreign or natural substance. Like, what are you doing to support that sensation that you have intentions of achieving for the year? And also your emotions. How do you want to feel inside? What emotions are you struggling with that may be holding you back from moving forward, from making progress? So we want to be very in tune to ourselves, like our heart, your thoughts, your mindset. What are you focusing on? What are you paying attention to? What perspectives are you adopting or taking on? What are you allowing to um, yourself to listen to that's kind of shaping your beliefs and shaping the way that you see the world, see yourself? And I do believe that, especially in right now, and just the world's on fire kind of thing, like literally, I just think it's very important for us to first get back to humanity, and that starts with being compassionate with yourself and just realizing that, man, I'm hurt, and that's why I took on this mindset. But really think about, like, is that adding to humanity, or are you part of the problem? And then fan out from there. Okay, how am I taking care of my household? How am I taking care of my family? What am I doing to contribute to my community? How can I maybe pursue and be a change agent in the world in social justice and moving things along? And how do I show up in the world? How do I support one another, other people? How can I navigate what's going on, the challenges that I face personally, but also that I know that my loved ones and community and other people around me are facing. Because really, we only have the width span of, like, so far. Like, we know a lot of people are doing things behind the scenes and things like that, but again, we don't always see it because it only goes so far. But if everyone, just like a watch, how the outside of a watch, it looks really good and everything like that. But if you were to take the face off of that watch and see all the moving parts, everyone's doing their job, everyone's doing their part to help the other part make sure it can do what it needs to do in order for that watch to look good, to do its job, to keep going, to function, to be reliable, to be dependable, to be um, consistent. We need everyone to do their part. So you do need to kind of take a moment, a pause. We're not saying stop and don't do nothing or just sit there and watch everything blow up around you. That is just um, my way of just saying, like, start here with yourself as an individual and fan out. Because that's all we really can do right now. And there are ways for us to, pursue change. Maybe it's our role that we have that we can be like, okay, no, this company is going to change, or no, my company or business is going to be the one that's going to support these types of people, or I'm going to bring, a movement of kindness into the world, or I'm going to bring a movement of climate change, or I'm going to be the movement of just getting back to common sense. And so include all the experiences, embrace all the opportunities that you get this year, because that's going to be the move for all of us as we set the intention and we kind of continue to do our part.